Hi everyone. Welcome to Turkish Spotlight Secrets. All the details are in our video, and before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and share so you never miss an update. Thank you for being here with us. The mother of beloved actress Hazal has been fighting a relentless battle with cancer for quite some time, and as whispers turned into headlines, concern for Hazal's family surged across social media. What began as a private struggle has gradually become a conversation the entire entertainment world is following, with worried fans waiting for every sliver of good news. Sources close to the family, speaking cautiously and from a place of respect, say that while the treatments continue, the illness has not yet fully retreated. The path forward remains uncertain, filled with hope and anxiety in equal measure. Hazal, known for her magnetic performances and tireless work ethic, has never claimed that success insulates her from life's storms. Behind the polished premieres and early call times, she's been navigating an intensely personal season of fear, patience, and courage. Those in her circle describe the long days at the hospital, the late-night consultations, and the quiet car rides home where she gathers herself before facing a new day. She has been steadfast by her mother's side, and in rare moments online, she shares carefully chosen words to keep her supporters informed without exposing the family's deepest pain. In recent months, while her mother underwent serious treatments in the hospital, Hazal occasionally reached for the lifeline of community. She asked fans to pray, to send light, to remain hopeful with her. These weren't dramatic gestures but honest appeals born from love and exhaustion. Lately, the updates have suggested that the fight goes on, a marathon rather than a sprint, demanding new strength every morning. People close to the situation explain that her mother alternates between home care and hospital stays, with a team of doctors monitoring every shift and symptom. The response from fans has been immediate and deeply compassionate. "We must stand by Hazal," many write, while others add, "We are praying for her mother." Thousands of supportive messages have flooded her social profiles, and her team has been careful to relay that the encouragement means more than anyone can fully articulate. Despite the crushing emotional weight, Hazal has kept her calm and discipline, dedicating long blocks of her day to her mother while managing the obligations she cannot postpone. Those watching closely say that Hazal is subtly reshaping her calendar. Negotiations are still underway for upcoming projects, but insiders suggest her focus is clear: her mother's health dictates the rhythm of everything else. There are scripts waiting on her desk, and directors ready to adjust shooting days, but she has no intention of vanishing from the craft she loves. Instead, she's slipping into a quieter mode, picking her steps carefully, conserving energy, and choosing work that accommodates the reality at home. And through all of this, one figure keeps appearing at her side: Kagate Yulasoy. Whether he's quietly arranging a car at dawn, slipping into a hospital corridor with coffee, or fielding calls so Hazal can rest, his presence has become a protective shield around her. Colleagues mention how he has tactfully reshaped his own commitments, refusing to make noise about it, matching Hazal's steadiness with his own. It is not a display. It is care made visible in small, consistent acts that add up to strength. Those same colleagues in the industry, people who understand how schedules can consume a life, have noticed something else: Hazal's gentle refusal to disappear from her profession. She is not pressing pause indefinitely. She is, however, setting boundaries and insisting on humane pacing. Producers have responded with empathy, quietly offering flexible timetables. Some have been seen visiting the set just to tell her that the door will still be open next month or next year. The entertainment world, often accused of being unforgiving, seems to recognize the gravity of what she's enduring. At this point, the most accurate description of her mother's condition is that it is delicate. Every day warrants vigilance, every shift demands analysis. Hazal faces the uncertainty with discipline and tenderness, providing care at home, then returning to the hospital when required. She communicates enough to keep speculation manageable, but she guards the family's privacy fiercely. Her fans, sensing the line she has drawn, have urged others to be patient and kind. The conversation has grown louder in recent weeks. Articles appear almost daily, echoing what insiders report: Hazal is making space where she can to be with her mother. She spends long, unhurried hours at home when treatment allows it, capturing small moments of normalcy. A shared breakfast, a favorite song, a brief walk through a sunlit room, these fragments, they say, are as vital as any medication, keeping spirits intact during the hardest stretches. Online, her posts draw enormous attention. Each photo or caption, never extravagant, always honest, feels like a hand squeezing another hand across a distance. Hazal has written about resilience without ever pretending to be invincible. She thanks everyone for their prayers. She speaks directly to those who have endured similar nights and knows her words will land with the people who need them. Observers say she's pouring the same emotional truth into her messages that she uses to build her characters on screen. Gossip circles, often noisy and impatient, have softened their tone. Even the most breathless outlets acknowledge that her priority is not red carpets or press junkets but the woman who raised her. A few stories claim that doctors are watching everything meticulously, recalibrating treatments as needed. Friends say Hazal's calm isn't an act, it's a carefully practiced steadiness, a method for surviving uncertainty without denying it. And through it all, the tide of support rises. Fans send letters and organize group prayers online. Industry veterans, not always quick to speak, have offered gentle notes behind the scenes. This chapter, of course, has consequences for her professional map. Hazal is more deliberate in meetings, asking hard questions about locations, schedules, and contingencies. She weighs what her family needs against what each role demands. It's not about stepping back forever, it's about stepping carefully for now. Those close to her say she is balancing her heart and her career with unusual precision. Meanwhile, Kagate has reportedly adjusted his own filming days to remain nearby, showing up where he's needed most and quietly disappearing where noise would only complicate things. The larger story remains a question mark. There are hopeful days, and there are grayer ones. Loved ones describe an atmosphere of close attention and constant gratitude. Update posts are brief and respectful. Media figures, knowing how easily speculation can turn invasive, are learning to wait for concrete information before amplifying rumors. Even so, the entertainment world keeps watching, because the outcome matters to so many who have followed Hazal's journey from her earliest roles. Emotionally, this has been a crucible. Those around her say that sometimes the tears come and she lets them. She has learned that releasing grief is not a surrender, but a reset. Then she wipes her eyes, squares her shoulders, and returns to the plan. She listens closely to doctors, asks practical questions, and keeps a notebook of small victories, a steady lab result, a morning without pain, a joke that made her mother laugh. Social media is full of replies that read, "We must stand by Hazal," and "We wish her a reunion with her mother in good health." These comments are more than words, they feel like a chorus carrying her when the hours run long. Those same whispers say the treatment now alternates, some days at home, some under hospital lights. Experts emphasize the obvious but necessary truth, that the presence of family can change the contours of healing. Hazal knows this intimately. She has coordinated with production teams to reduce night shoots, to schedule rehearsals earlier in the day, to create pockets of time where she can sit by the bed, hold a hand, and just be a daughter. Colleagues on set have adapted with kindness, guarding her privacy, giving space when she needs silence, stepping in when a task can be quietly handled by someone else. Beyond the set, producers and directors have reached out. They recognize that her choices right now are not career tactics but human necessities. Some have communicated that projects can wait, that a role written with her in mind will still be waiting when the storm breaks. Among fans, empathy runs high. They understand what it means for an artist to reshape priorities without dismantling a life's work. Messages arrive daily, long paragraphs from people who have walked the same corridor outside an ICU, who know the particular hum of those machines and the unique way time stretches inside a hospital room. Hazal has found a rhythm for sharing, short notes that land like steady beacons. A thank you to the nurses, a soft acknowledgement of a hard week, a line about hope. She avoids anything sensational, focusing instead on gratitude and facts. In the spaces between her words, her followers fill in the love. Meanwhile, Kagate remains close. Friends say he's learned to carry the invisible weight, being both her guardrail and her getaway car when she needs air. It is quiet, unspectacular devotion, and it has not gone unnoticed. In summary, the illness remains part of their daily life, and Hazal continues to pour strength into her family while preserving the essential parts of her career. Any new development is sure to generate a swell of attention, but for now, the priority is simple: show up, care deeply, and rest when possible. Those who work with her call her resilience a lesson, a reminder that success and softness can coexist. Fans echo the sentiment, holding vigil with their words and waiting for the day brighter news arrives. All of this has seeped into her online presence too. Recent posts carry an intimacy that's both moving and careful. Sometimes she shares a memory, a song her mother loves, or a caption that reads like a whispered promise. Other times, she sits with her feelings off camera, posting nothing at all. When she does appear, the response is immediate. Hundreds of thousands of likes and a tidal wave of encouragement. People seem to understand that even a single photo on a difficult week can be an act of bravery. She is still fighting for normal moments. She tries to cook, to read, to rehearse scenes in the quiet of a living room, to keep corners of her life anchored. When she steps onto a set, she narrows her focus and gives herself fully, then leaves as soon as she can to return to the only stage that matters right now. Crew members have become a soft wall of protection, intercepting invasive questions, guarding her breaks, making sure a chair is ready and a car is waiting. Day by day, Hazal and those around her practice this intricate balance: hope without denial, work without indifference, love without exhaustion. It is not glamorous, but it is real. And each time a new update arrives, the community that has formed around her responds with the same refrain: we are with you. We are praying for her mother. We believe that better days are possible. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you found this update meaningful, please subscribe to Turkish Spotlight Secrets and share the video so more people can join this circle of support. We'll continue to follow Hazal Kaya and Kagate Yulasoy through this challenging chapter, and as always, we'll bring you thoughtful, respectful updates as they come. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.